Hello, so going to try and make a Sanctum guide. This is for newbies. So right now, this is the first Sanctum event for my server clusters and clusters around it. As you can see, it started uh June 27th, but the first phase started at June 25. So I'm gonna teach you the basics of what to do in Sanctum. So, okay, I'm gonna explain the first phase. First phase is okay. So it's going to be basically land grab and altar grab. Then, so for your land grab, you see the spaces, the blue spaces. You use AP to get 10 AP to get one slot, and that's 100 merits. Now, okay, but first let me qualify what I right now. I am rank 1 in merits for my faction, for my server cluster. For Sanctum, rank 2, but our faction is winning. For Essence, I'm rank 1. See, basically, yeah, I'm in the cluster. I'm at the top or near the top. So this is what I did. So for phase 1, just grab land continuously and find the highest tier altar. What are altars? Altars are this. For the first phase, highest altar is level 5. So ideally, that's something you should target. But let's say you're not one of the top BP of your cluster. Let's say you're just in the top 10. Initially, in phase 1, the highest would be level 5. Then ideally you would target 3 or 4 if you're not at the highest uh BP for your cluster. So one of the things is usual is use the mini map and generally head towards the middle or head towards the end. Then you can see altar distribution, and that will show you the altar level for that phase. So right now it's phase 2, so this is higher. And in phase 1, 5 is the max. And in phase 1, you will at the end of the event, you will go into Elysium. Now, Elysium is basically just battles. Um you go from one platform and move forward, and you try to kill other people from your server cluster. When I say server cluster, these are the people you fight in ruins. Yeah, that's one cluster. You're in one cluster. In Sanctum, you're part of the same faction. So your everyday enemies become your allies for this 8-day period. So it's basic. Uh, Ideally, if you have a leader, if you have the top BP of your cluster in your faction, you should focus here. So people have strength, so you would have 10 strength, so that's like one strength per attack. Then you lose 4 points if you beat them. Then once you're out of strength, you go back to the start. Then you start moving through the platforms again, and you go to the boss. Go to the boss, you either attack or you kill the people you can kill. That's the ideal method for this. That's what we did. We just went to the boss, started attacking. Then when the enemies arrive, just when we kill them, or you can kill them on the way to the boss. Attacking the boss does not take strength, only when you kill others for PvP. So, right now, where are we? We are at Innangard mode. So, Innangard mode is basically the PvP mode of the first phase. So at Innangard mode, you start at 4 sides, different clusters. Start 4 sides. You see 4 different colors here. So what my realm did was move towards the middle as fast as we can. Basically, make one line going to the middle as soon as you can and start attacking the boss. Because I think out of the realm, we are the third youngest realm, meaning there are two realms older than us, so they have higher BP and would take less time beating the boss. Now, so same strategy applies. If you're strong enough, take altars as high as you can. See, altars have what's this? Uh, Passives. There we go. Altars have this passive where you can get more essence the higher you have. So this is for level 8, you get 160. For level 7, you get 110. So that's a big difference. Now, you can team up with your fellow realmmates to attack a higher level altar, like a level 9. Basically, there's a 5-minute window where you can attack this as a group. So, why don't I have a level 9 altar? Well, I can't kill it by myself, and unfortunately, I haven't been able to get the others on the same time frame, but later I will try. So this is where it stands. So one of the things is you have to attack this boss to get to the next phase, which is Cloud Palace. We still aren't at Cloud Palace yet, so that's still we're still waiting for that event. It will still be a couple of days before that event as I'm recording this video. Now, what is important? Ideally, you should focus on grabbing land. There are items in shops like this one. Reduce AP by 5 points per minute. So that means instead of 10 AP, you only use 5 AP per land you grab, and one land is 100 merits. Okay? So um the divine rank consists usually this type of challenges. So you farm through the altars, light up land, get merits. So merits is the biggest challenge because the only way to get merit is grabbing land or using this AP pill. And if you don't spend money to buy them in the shop, like I did, as you can see, then it's going to be hard to get them, to get those. So it's the easiest way, in my opinion, to do that is to use this green travel and just spam moving lands. So what I did, what my technique was, I went to a corner with empty pots and just grabbed them straight out. This would make it easier for me, to move around and without having to navigate. So I got a lot of land in the shortest time possible. Uh, my record is 20 pieces of land in the 1 minute it is applied. So ideally, you should have a AP reserve as you're doing that. Don't worry if you use the pill and it goes over the limit, then it stores beyond the limit. So you just use it up until you don't have any more of that. So I'll sample like them. So that's 100 merits. Leaderboard merits. Well, you can't see the fine tune, but I need to catch up to this guy. definitely. But that's where it lands. So for prey, what you can do is something like this. Just pray. Then later on, your earnings will be here in the button to claim them all. Just upgrade, and you're done. That's it now. Okay, so if you're uh middle BP or not top BP, try to focus on getting sevens and sixes, I guess. They would be, as you can see, this person here much stronger than me. I think 200 m BP stronger than me. So they only take sevens or eights. The other oldest server takes sevens to nines. Yeah, not but not all of them. So that's fortunate. Um, but yeah, you should really focus on 6, 7 if you can. There's a lot of sixes, so you can make your altars all 6, 7s, 5s if you need to. Just focus on getting a lot more resources for yourself so you can get a higher divine rank easily. So yeah, that's it for now. I'll make another video for Cloud Palace.